putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Feinstein's in big trouble. Bad news for the Democrats. There's a lot of bad news for the Democrats. When we, the next hour, I want to talk about a guy who wrote a piece that said 2018 was going to be bad for the Republicans. I'm telling you, we're going to pick this dude apart. He's a Republican, a former congressman out of New York, which it's funny. There's no such thing as a Republican in New York for the most part. Oh, Kevin, they got Long Island, they got this, that. Let me tell you, you can't, it's hard to be a Republican in New York. It just is. It's just the nature of the beast. But anyway, this guy writes a piece in Huffington Post talking about how bad it's going to be in 2018 for the Republicans, and he's using the Mueller investigation as part of that. Let me just tell you something. When you hear this, when I talk about this in the program later, you're going to crack up. You're going to say to yourself, these people really are delusional. But there's always a glimmer of hope somewhere. Quite frankly, it's not even a glimmer. It's like a big shining light in my face that I'm having to put my hand up. That's how much light has been shined on the Democrats. Let me put it another way. Would you prefer to be a Republican or a Democrat this year? Election year. I know what I would be. And I'm not look, I don't care about the Republicans. I don't. I told you guys, everybody listens to me. I tell you, I have an affinity for Republicans because they freed my people. But outside of that, I have no affinity for Republicans. I don't see any difference really between the two. But what I do know is this. The Republicans have figured it out. They figured out that Donald Trump knows how to win. Now, they support him because he wears an R at the end of his name. But for Trump, the R means nothing. Just put a T. There's a new party, the Trump Party. And all it is pragmatic Americans. Pragmatist. Make it the Pragmatist Party. Pragmatic Party, whatever you want to call it. But it's people that look at things through the lens of what I said earlier, of common sense. And they say, here's the way this should work. You look for solutions. Imagine if companies ran like politics. Well, guess what? You don't have to imagine too much because most of them do now. But before, when all they cared about was making a better product, servicing their customers better, you have successful companies. That's what our government is supposed to do. It's supposed to be looking for a better product, servicing its customers better, and therefore government flourishes, but so does the general population. You can offer a product or service, make your profits, do well, and people that take it, that get to partake of that service or that product feel good about it. Everybody wins. Right now, the government is making an inferior product. And it's telling you, you should love our product. And you're going, I don't love this product. This product stinks, man. This product is not a good product. And they're going, well, you're going to take it anyway, and we're going to make it more expensive. And Donald Trump says, nope, I'm going to make a better product, and here's a rebate. Here's your tax cut already because we've been ripping you off on the existing product. If you think about this from pure manufacturing point of view, that's what's going on. Donald Trump says, we've been manufacturing bureaucracy. It's been hindering you in every way, shape, and form. So I'm going to cut the manufacturing process. We're going to cut off all that crap that you no longer want. We've done an analysis, a study, a survey of all the things you want from my new widget, and we're cutting out the nonsense. And by the way, by cutting it out, it's simplifying it, making it easier for you to use. So imagine the old days of television where, the cable company had to come out to fix your cable. Cable now, they if you got a cable, you call, you say, hey, my cable's out. They go, oh, what's up? And they can literally send a signal and do all this stuff remotely. That's better service. And that's what you're looking for that. Trump is saying, I'm going to take the cable industry and I'm going to make it easier for you. Everything that you used to do where you had to get in your car and come down here and all that, I'm going to make it all easy. And I'm going to take out the middleman and all these other things. I'm going to give you much bigger selection, and hopefully I'm going to lower the price. Now, I can't say that's what's happened to cable, but you get my point. And so he's saying, I'm going to streamline government. I'm going to make it better for you. And I'm also going to get rid of the people who are looking to just add to your angst. So we're going to get rid of them. And it's working. That's what he does. And the left hate him for that because you're getting part of your money back. You're actually having a better experience at the office than you were before. But here's what's interesting is with all his power, what Trump ends up being is our best employee. He's our best employee. He's not somebody that we go to and go, Mr. President, please help. He's just our best employee. He's the guy you go, man, I can't wait for that Donald Trump to get to work. But we, the people, we are the employers. So I want you to flip the structure, the corporate structure upside down and put the pyramid on its tip and flip it up. You now, that big base is now the president, and it all filters down to the best employee. And what that best employee does is he says, okay, I'm the tip of this pyramid, and I'm the one that's teetering. Everything teeters on me. But if he straightens out 435 congressmen and 100 senators, he gets a little more of a square foundation. If you add in that layer of the judiciary, however many judges we have, he gets even more square of the foundation. And if he does it correctly, we're no longer a pyramid. We're just a big flat box or a rectangle just sitting firmly on the ground. That's the way it should be. It shouldn't be a pyramid. It should be one flat foundation where we all represent each other and we look for the best. And that's not what's happening. And see, here's the deal. The Democrats don't, as I said, the signs are there. Feinstein, she was speaking at some event, the California Democrat Party convention, and before she could even finish her speech, they start playing music. And so she keeps talking. And the more she talks, the louder the music gets. And then here's what she says. I guess my time is up. How prophetic. I guess my time is up. You know what, Barbara Feinstein? Concealed and carry weapon holder with security still? Your time is up. In this article, they said it's a sign of things to come. And the audience was chanting, your time is up. Your time is up. 25 years in the Senate, coming up for re-election. Her time is up. Now, here's the bad news for us. Do you think they're going to put somebody in that's got common sense, somebody that's going to support our policies? No, they're going to put in a radical. That's what they're going to do. But what it is a sign that the Democrats have finally gotten it. And what they're going to do is they're going to finally get around to doing what we've been doing as conservatives and Republicans for quite some time, which is getting rid of the riffraff. I love that the number of Republicans who said, I'm not running for office. Now, the Democrats go, they're vulnerable. And those we're going to go and get them. They're not going to win those seats. They're not. The Democrats this is the most vulnerable election cycle in their history. In their history. They're going to lose again. They're going to lose more seats in the Senate. They're going to lose seats in the House. And Donald Trump, in 2020, he's going to get reelected, undoubtedly. You can rest easy. Now, that doesn't mean you can't get out to vote and do all the things you should be doing. You should still be changing hearts and minds. But trust me, you're in good shape. 2018 is going to be the worst year in the Democrat Party's history, and you're already seeing the signs. Tell me a time when Feinstein would have been challenged. People like her die in office. People they've already been calling for Pelosi to go. She fought it off at the beginning. She's not fighting it off anymore. Maxine Waters has a challenger. These perennial dinosaurs, Democrat dinosaurs, have been out there for some time. But now they're being replaced. Now in California, they're being replaced by even worse people. That's okay. Don't cry for California. California's going to get what it gets. It's like when I think of California, I think of how America elected Barack Obama, where it was like, he's going to be changed. They're going to put in all these bad banditos out in California. It's going to go into the crapper. there's going to end up being some sort of federal oversight of California, because it's so wacky. For example, teachers can't shoot back at people shooting at them. That's how wacky it is. A person can give you HIV and it's no big deal. Why? Because the stigma of death is no longer, whatever. They can do that. And a host of other things that state does that makes no common sense whatsoever. It makes no sense on any, if you're about the public good, none of these things makes any sense at all. Sanctuary cities. It makes no sense. Totally against the law. There's no question it's against the law. Ask if California cares.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.